Welcome to Cefcu's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We are back for year 5 of Friday Night Rivals here in Central Illinois. Opening night here in Auburn. Auburn will host the New Berlin Pretzels, a Sangamo Conference matchup. Adam, it's exciting. We're getting close to game time. What do you think? Ready to go?
It feels weird to say we've been doing this for 5 years, but it's amazing. We got a big game tonight. We know we ended week 9 last year in Auburn, where they played Maroa. Last year's game against New Berlin was a close one. I expect a close one here tonight.
These two usually play a tough game against each other, close game. We probably will see that tonight. What are the keys to the game? The Cefcu keys to the game, and Cefcu is your key to a home loan.
First off, you know, they both have big shoes to fill. Carson Reese from New Berlin has graduated for Auburn. It'll be the first time a chance hasn't quarterbacked the Trojans in 5 or 6 years. So you're going to see new faces, new names to learn, and whoever of those new guys can step up, I think that's going to give somebody an edge. Also, you're going to pay attention to the offensive and defensive line for both teams. There's a lot of big dudes for two Sangamo small school teams. It's going to be very physical up front.
All right, and speaking of new, we're going to turn over to Nico Hefflinger, who is our sideline reporter tonight. Nico?
Thanks, Paul and Adam. It is an exciting night for sure. Week 1 of the 2019 Illinois high school football season, and it represents a lot of possibilities for Auburn and New Berlin. They're two teams that want to get back into the playoffs, and that's the most exciting part. A lot of teams that didn't make the playoffs last year have a clean slate in 2019 and a chance to get back in week 10 of the season. Driving into town, it's impossible not to get hyped up. You see all of the signs on nearly every light post, the flags, the colors, and it's just an exciting atmosphere in nearly the entire state of Illinois, feeling that excitement entering the new season. We'll see which team's able to start out week 1 with a W. Until then, we'll send it back to you, Paul.
We'll be back with the Cefcu Friday Night Rivals opening kickoff in just a minute. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. We are in Auburn tonight, where the Trojans will host the New Berlin Pretzels in a Sangamo Conference matchup. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We are back for more high school football on Friday Night Rivals. Adam, you're ready to go.
I am ready to go. I'm getting fired up hearing all these cowbells. If I had a helmet, I might be on the sideline.
And here's tonight's game time forecast, brought to you by Backyard Leisure. Hot tub, you need it. And there's the forecast. 68 degrees, partly cloudy, a light breeze. It rained just a little bit.
A little bit. Let's hold that. Hopefully that goes away and never comes back.
Let's hope it does. That's right. Exactly. Well, both teams are 0-0, so it's always a lot of excitement on opening night because everybody has a chance and for a fresh start.
Yeah, a fresh start. 2 teams that didn't make the playoffs. You know, Auburn fell short to carry on the 22 or 23 year long streak. New Berlin was close in a lot of games last year, so they were, you could say they were on the cusp, and it would be the truth. So hopefully you're going to see a big matchup here tonight because, like I said earlier, football is a sprint in high school. You got 9 weeks. You got to get to 5 wins or you're not playing in week 10.
Yeah, every game is huge with only 9 weeks. Like you said, you want to get those 5 wins to be playoff eligible. So we're just about set to go, and let's take a look at tonight's offense for the New Berlin Pretzels, brought to you by Shields. And Joey Meisman, the quarterback.
Sophomore quarterback. It's going to be his first varsity start here tonight. Also, keep an eye on Pierce Bergsnyder in the backfield. New Berlin is going to be a very run-heavy offense, but they're going to mix it up a little bit.
And we are just about set. The kickoff here in Auburn. And doing the kicking honors, Spencer Rikas for the Trojans.
You ready? A basketball player, first year out this year, according to Coach Bates.
Let's see how he does. He's also their punter, so we'll see if he gets any action. He's punting as well. We are underway in Auburn, and there's the kick. About the 7. 15, looking for a blocker. Good cut back, comes back. Another cut. Good return, almost to the 30-yard line for the Pretzels. So New Berlin did a good job on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, that's a hot start.
And we'll take a look at the defense starters for Auburn tonight, brought to you by Shields.
You know, up front is the big thing, but also keep an eye on 54, Charlie Patterson. He was their leading tackler last year, back for another spell to help out Coach Bates in this defense.
Well, Adam, you said about the quarterback, sophomore, making his first start. We'll keep an eye on him. And the Pretzels get the ball and opening drive. They're in the white uniforms, Auburn in the blue. On first down, Meisman with the give, right side, about the 38-yard line. Good pickup there by Jimmy Cummins.
I heard heavy call instead of fair.
Yeah, you're going to see a multiple back set out of the Pretzels. It's going to be option-based, so they're going to start reading defenders. It's going to look like, you know, an old Wishbone or an Athens kind of, but it'll be out of the spread, an updated formation, a different look than what we saw from the Pretzels last year.
Give him 3, so we'll call it 2nd and 7. Beautiful night for high school football. Meisman gives, nothing doing there. Trojans read that. Thrown for a loss.
Yeah,
on the play.
We talked about it a lot this week and then here tonight. Up front is going to be huge for both teams because there are a lot of big returning linemen. It's going to be very physical in the trenches tonight.
The Pretzels will mix it up with a number of backs there, but 3rd and 9 after the loss of a couple.
Big 3rd and 9 to start off. You had a great return, positive on first down. That second play there didn't work out the way Coach Hill envisioned. Keep an eye on number 10, Christian Knox in the slot. He was a big playmaker last year.
On 3rd down from the gun, Meisman makes his first pass. Overthrew his receiver, the intended receiver there, number 5, Will Cummings. So brings up 4th and punting situation for the Pretzels.
He had him open, just got a little excited and floated that one. You know, he is a sophomore. It's his first varsity game. Got to calm down a little bit, get the jitters out of your system.
I imagine he's got a few butterflies. Everybody does probably the first night, but then you're starting your first varsity game, right?
First varsity game, and now it's on TV, so might be a little bit more.
So 4th and 9 to Pretzels. A little punt. Pretty high kick, not very long. Goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line, so that's where Auburn will take over on offense.
Auburn got lucky, had a lot of those first game confusion, and they only had 10 guys on the field to start off. 11th ran on the field right before that punt was kicked, but got to be careful there.
And let's go down to the sidelines. Nico Hefflinger. Nico?
Thanks, Paul and Adam. You mentioned Joe Meisman making his first start of his high school career. Spoke with head coach of the Pretzels, Seth Hill, before this game, and he said the team eerily calm. He wasn't really sure what to expect about that. We will see if that calmness is able to come in and head out to a positive impact in this game, and we'll see if the defense can answer. Back to you.
Thanks, Nico, and a positive impact right there is a good pickup by number 26, Cole Donaldson, the 5'11", 155-pound senior for Auburn.
You know, Donaldson had a great year last year. He helped spark this offense with Destin Chance, who is now at UW Whitewater. I would expect him to be featured a lot more. It may be a run-heavy Auburn team.
2nd and 4. It worked once. They tried again, and it looks like that is a first down. And that's a Casey's General Store first down. And Casey's General Store, one of our first down sponsors all season long as they move the chains here to the 40-yard line.
If you take a look at the replay, a little bit of misdirection, but just a great hole up front. You probably could have drove a small Buick through there if you needed to.
1st and 10 from the 40. Under center, Timmy Stewart Jr.
Yeah, let me see.
Give. Donaldson again.
Not
much that time. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, little confusion again on the formation and some late motion, and Coach Bates yelling at somebody to get in the right spot. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Again, these are first drive jitters. You expect some of that stuff as a coach to happen.
They give him a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Their opening drive.
And then we'll fuck it.
Stewart under center. Here's the give. Counter trip. And the helmet comes off. On her trip to about the 32-yard line.
I mentioned him earlier. Tripp, 6'4", 180. Never came out for football. He's a big basketball guy. I heard from other Sangamo coaches that had heard about him. I think he has the potential to be a big play receiver. It looks like he can run a little bit too. So look out for number 4 here for the rest of this season.
Opening quarter, 3rd and 3 for the Trojans. Timmy Stewart Jr., the junior quarterback. Back to throw, dumps it, complete, and out of bounds, the 25-yard line. And the reception, Colin Du Bois, and that is a first down. That's another Casey's General Store first down.
You know, the Pretzels are actually pretty lucky with the pressure from number 24, Luke Longfield. Stewart had a guy open downfield, just kind of, Ty McCain got behind the defense. Just don't think Stewart could have seen him.
Trojans don't waste much time. Come back. There's the hand up the middle. Donaldson barrels through there to the 20, just inside the 20. And he is in the red zone. And that is the Carpenters 270 Red Zone. I want to thank them for being our Red Zone sponsor on Friday Night Rivals this year. 1st and 10. It's also Casey's General Store first down. So
he's a little short.
Is he short? They didn't give it to him. Okay.
They didn't give it to him.
Donaldson again, right side. And this time, definitely the first down. Casey's General Store first down.
Auburn is in definitely a really good flow here with the run game, putting a lot of pressure on the Pretzels right now up front. Again, we've talked about line play, and it's a cliche to say, you know, whoever the line's going to help win the game, but we have 2 great lines that we've talked about in depth. Auburn's really shown me something here.
There's the pitch this time to Donaldson. Left side, got some room, goes wide. Inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line on the sweep. So Donaldson getting a lot of work in the early going, Adam.
Yeah, he looks a little winded already, but it's to be expected. He's carrying the load here for Dave Bates and the Trojans. But don't fall asleep with those runs, because Stewart will hit you over the top.
And again, like they're in the Carpenters 270 red zone. All right, Donaldson again. Cuts back, going inside the 5. Another nice pickup for Donaldson. And that is another first down. It's a Casey's General Store first down as Donaldson comes to sideline, getting a lot of work, like we said.
You know, if you had a good, getting a little worn out on that last play, it was interesting. His lead blocker, none other than his quarterback, Tim Stewart.
You gotta love that. And they were talking about Auburn had a freshman game last night. A couple of players came out with cramps. It was so muggy, a little bit muggy now. It cooled off. Then it rained a little bit, and it's a little muggy now. But first and goal. Stewart gives, and Du Bois is in for the touchdown. And that is a Young Security touchdown. And with that will be a $50 donation to a local charity. This week's charity is the First Step Women's Center, courtesy of Young Security, our touchdown sponsor this season. 6-0 Trojans, Adam.
Great run. Du Bois comes in relief effort. Second, third effort to get in the end zone, too. Great job by Colin Du Bois to get the Trojans on the scoreboard. Nothing better than first drive of the year to get in the end zone.
Spencer Rikas will attempt the extra point. Up, and it is good. So with 5:55 to go, opening quarter, Auburn takes the lead, 7-0 over New Berlin. Opening night of high school football. Hear the band and good crowd here on hand, Adam. We're going to take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson in Auburn. Trojans just scored, and they lead 7-0, and they are ready to kick off. The Trojans are to the Pretzels. Rikas with the kick. Fielded at about the 10. to the 20, cuts back. Still on his feet, another good return for the Pretzels. Christian Knox with the return there for New Berlin.
They're going to have really good field position again. I know they've probably talked about, made a few adjustments. You know, it's hard in week one because you watch a lot of film, but you never really know how they're going to come out and line up against you. So there's a big drive for New Berlin right here.
So trailing 7-0 the Pretzels, and we talked about it. They head to Maroa Forsyth next week. So, but 1 week, 1 game at a time, right? So we're just underway. 5:48 to go, first quarter. Meisman with the give to Longtha. About the 34-yard line.
Again, in an option-based offense like the New Berlin is in, you're going to see a lot of 3-4 yard carries, but occasionally one of those is going to hit, and it's going to hit big. There's always a threat of a home run in that kind of option base because everybody's got to have their assignment every time it's ran. So you got to be patient, but patience is key.
2nd and 7 for the Pretzels. Meisman in the gun. Keeps it himself, got some room, and out to the 40-yard line. So we get to see what Meisman does on the ground there.
Yep, sophomore, he gets that first tackle out of the way now, so hopefully he's calmed down a little bit, and the game's going to start to slow down for him here moving forward.
So 3rd and 2 for New Berlin. The orange helmets, the white uniforms tonight. And a good crowd, as always, in Auburn. They love their football here in Auburn. And
it's a beautiful place to watch a football game.
Meisman with the give, and nothing doing there. Jimmy Cummings, no chance. So the Trojans defense comes up and stops them.
A lot of early penetration there by number 51, Dylan Cavish. He came right in to disrupt that. They couldn't really ever get that one going.
Brings up 4th and 4 for the Pretzels. And they are in punt formation.
Get there!
McAfee, short kick. And takes a Pretzel bounce to the 38-yard line. So Auburn will have good field position for their 2nd possession of the game.
I know he's McAfee and he's a punter, but he's no Pat McAfee, former Colts punter.
I remember Pat McAfee, yes. So 1st and 10 for Auburn. Let's see what the Trojans do here. They lead 7-0 first quarter.
In Williamsville, after 1 quarter, 0-0. Worthington.
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. In motion, and they give it to him. It's Du Bois. Goes wide. Long way, but he got some good yardage here. About 5 on the play, maybe 6.
Yeah, you know, Auburn's got everybody tightly compacted in there, and they're just trying to use the speed to get outside and maybe break something big.
We got a score from in the Williamsville game. No score, right?
No score after 1. Williamsville Athens. It's another good opening night game, isn't it? Matchup. 3:37 to go here. 2nd and 6 for Auburn. Stewart Jr., the quarterback. He's a junior. There's the give to Du Bois. Check that. Cole Donaldson on the play. To the 45. Yeah, didn't get much there. Looks like New Berlin's adjusted a little bit after that first drive. But it was really up front where the Trojans were beating the Pretzels.
So 3rd and 4. Back to pass, Stewart, rolling, looking, incomplete and out of bounds. So bring up 4th and 4 for Auburn.
Would have been a heck of a catch for number 9, Ty McCain, but just started running out of real estate.
Let's go down to the sidelines. Nico Heffinger. Nico?
All right, thanks, Paul. I am here with Denise Merriman, the manager at Cefcu, which is the primary sponsor for Friday Night Rivals. Denise, what does the sponsorship in this relationship between Cefcu and Friday Night Rivals mean to you?
To me personally, I'm just really excited to be involved with this this great event. We've been involved for the last 5 years. We really like seeing the student athletes kind of highlighted in this kind of event.
And it's very exciting, and you wanted to emphasize not only coming for the game, but getting here a little bit early as well. What kind of activities do you guys do before the game?
Absolutely. We are here to have fun. We want to see you guys come out. We've got the Cefcu Vault, so the kids can come in, play in the Cefcu Vault, try and win some prizes. Just get here early and come have some fun with us.
Well, people love prizes, so thank you, Denise. Make sure to get here early in next week and throughout the season for the Cefcu Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week. Paul and Adam, back to you.
Thank you very much, Nico, and thanks to Cefcu for being the main sponsor of Friday Night Rivals again this season. Okay, so after the punt, 1st and 10 for the Pretzels from the 36. Right side to give, hit hard and brought down. Loss on the play.
Wow. Great job by the Trojan defensive back over there. Just came up and made a huge hit, Michael in. It's a big hit on Christian Knox before he could get started.
Brings it up 2nd and 12. 2:28 opening quarter. So New Berlin playing it pretty conservative early on here. Meisman, the sophomore. Back to throw, does throw, complete. And Auburn read it.
Auburn is the Trojans are all over the place on defense right now.
Christian Knox with the reception, but nothing doing there.
New Berlin doesn't seem quite in sync just yet on what they want to do offensively, but credit Auburn, they really haven't let them do much of anything so far.
So 3rd and 16 for New Berlin. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and this is not a down that the Pretzels want to be in with what they want to do offensively.
Meisman looks to throw, scrambles, keeps it, turns, spins, and down about the 32-yard line. So gets a couple, brings up 4th, and again another punting situation for the Pretzels.
Yeah. Had some pressure in his face, tried to do something with it, but even coverage-wise, he had nowhere to go with the football.
So back to punt again is Joey McAfee for New Berlin. Good kick this time, good kick. The 35, faked it and kept it. Ends up at about the 35-yard line. So
try to use the official there, I think, as a
decoy or something?
A decoy or a blocker.
Connor Tripp with the return there for Auburn. So we're going to take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW23. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson, and a beautiful night for high school football here in Auburn. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They lead 7-0. Donald Du Bois, check that, with the carry on 1st down. We wind down the first quarter. Pretty quick first quarter, Adam.
Yeah, been not a lot of stoppers. Haven't seen a flag yet this year. Haven't had a first penalty of the year, so it goes pretty fast when that doesn't happen.
And typically you're going to see those a lot in the first game. But
yeah.
Of course, only one quarter. But yeah, so far so good. Pretty clean on both sides. 2nd and 8. Stewart Jr. back to throw. Dumps it, complete. Du Bois, 45, past midfield. 45 to the 42-yard line. That's a first down. That's a Casey's General Store first down.
Nifty footwork there by Colin Du Bois to, simple throw and catch there, just a play action pass. Get it out to your playmakers, let them make plays. That's what most great coaches will tell you.
So 8 8.5 seconds now. That will be the last play of the first quarter. So after one quarter here in Auburn, it's the home team leading 7-0. We'll take a short break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Back with more from Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson. We are just about set to get underway in the second quarter here already in Auburn. The Trojans leading 7-0, and they're trying to add to that score. Back to throw as Stewart Jr. does throw long, got a man. It is incomplete, broken up there at the last second at the 5-yard line. So intended receiver was number 4, Connor Tripp.
Yeah, Christian Knox came in late to break that pass up. It was a little bit behind Tripp, so he had to adjust to it, which allowed Knox to come in there and get underneath Tripp, but might have got away with him right there. Tripp had a move on him, and I think had about a half step in front of him.
So 2nd and 10 from the 42 of New Berlin. Here's the give, right side, Donaldson. Gets out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And let's go down to Nico Heflinger. Nico?
Thanks, Paul. Well, it's no secret that Auburn, currently controlling this game, went over to the New Berlin sideline and heard senior center Brian Gordon really challenge his offensive line to wake up and start to run the ball a little bit better. They've yet to get the best of this matchup in the trenches. We'll see if they're able to get things going. We'll send it back up to you in the booth.
Thanks, Nico. 3rd and 6. There's the pass complete to Du Bois. Still on his feet, hit hard. Oh, ball comes loose, out of bounds. So after the reception, Du Bois got hit hard a couple of times. Ball comes out, and still Auburn ball. See where they spot it.
Sometimes you get in trouble a little bit trying to do too much, and that ball pops out. Du Bois did a lot there, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard there.
I think that's what they'll give him. Yeah, you see the replay there. Breaks the tackle, hits, and just really got stripped there a little bit. So good defense by the Pretzels. So 4th and 4 from the 36. The Trojans will go for it. Give to Tripp, right side. He's looking. Oh, and a flag on the play. Tripp goes down to the 35 and a flag.
I think we're going to get a hold on the Trojans for our first flag of the game. So whoever had that prop bet at home, it is a hold. Offensive holding, I think, is going to be our first penalty.
Let's see if you're correct. You usually are, Adam. So
Holding. Offense. Penalties declined.
So penalties declined, and that means New Berlin will take over. So see if the Pretzels can get something started on offense.
You know, really, as a coach, right there going for it, you're not hurt much. You're kind of in no man's land when you're in between the 45 and the 35 with high school kickers. You either just play, hey, maybe I can try to pin them deep with a short punt, which is tough to do with a high school punter who might also be a receiver or a quarterback or something else. Or you just try to go for it because really this is the field position that New Berlin's kind of started with all night.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 35. Joey Meisman looks to the sideline.
Missing a lineman.
Pretzels better hurry up. Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to have to call timeout.
Yeah. Not happy on the Pretzels sideline. Understandably so. You hate to have those kind of penalties, so they avoid one there by calling timeout. With 11:21 go to second quarter. Adam, you got a couple scores for us?
Yeah, a couple updates for everybody at home.
All right, we'll have those scores when we come back. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more from Auburn in just a minute. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson. Second quarter action from Auburn. 11:23 to go. New Berlin with the ball. And they trail Auburn 7-0. 1st and 10. Meisman back to throw. Has time. Goes across the middle. And incomplete. It's really closer to an Auburn defender more than a Pretzel's offensive player there.
Yeah,
incomplete.
Had a lot of guys in one little area. I don't know if they're confusion on routes or what that was, but Meisman's still looking for that first completion of the game and of his varsity career.
To bring up 2nd and 10. Little muggy tonight, but overall really a great night. For August 30th. 2nd and 10. Meisman, a little misdirection there, and stopped. Nothing doing that time.
The war up front is being won by the Auburn Trojans. The backs from New Berlin really don't have any space to create and have it all night. Talking to our stats guy, Doug Opperman, New Berlin into the first quarter with just 4 total yards, which is not ideal for any football coach to see.
4 yards, wow. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 11. That's been the story so far for New Berlin. Just tough to get anything going. See if they do what they do here. Joey Meisman in the gun, back to throw.
A lot of pressure.
Oh, it gets up, steps up, runs, going to keep it. 40 to the 43-yard line, almost to the 43. Pretty good run there. I thought he was going to came out of that
it was closing on him
good.
quick, and he snuck out of there. And again, if you knew New Berlin, do you play field position and kick it or go for it? And it looks like they are going to send the punt team on.
There you see there a little burst of speed there from the sophomore.
We teased some score updates in the Sangamo. It is 7-0 Athens over Williamsville. Maroa Forsyth 13, North Max 6. We'll keep an eye on some other Central State 8 games too.
And there's the punt by McAfee. And the ball will be down there. Connor Tripp, number 4.
NFL rules let you get up, not in high school. Once that knee hits the ground, you are down.
You're down and you're down. All right. 7-0 Auburn lead. Any other scores, Adam? You had another one there. It was Springfield High.
Springfield High is up
leading.
14-0 on MacArthur. I'm very, very shocked by that score. Also, Rochester's up 21-6 on Southeast as well.
Wow. On 1st down, there's the give to Donaldson. About the 35.
You know, Auburn's not doing anything real pretty here. They're just going right at the Pretzels up front and leaning on their offensive line to really carry them through.
And they've done a good job so far.
These guys have done a great job offensively and defensively.
2nd and 6 for the Trojans, who missed the playoffs for the first time in more than 2 decades last year.
And I know these guys have probably heard that a lot in the offseason, so I know that's something they're looking forward to getting back this year. You got to start a new streak.
Stewart Jr. hands off up the middle to the 40.
Gonna be close. I think he's gonna be a little short.
I think he is too, but a good carry that time at Donaldson. So you certainly, for Auburn, 3rd and short, New Berlin hasn't had that so far. They've just been in the hole. So
no, and your playbook looks a lot better when it's 3rd and short than 3rd and 11. So I'm sure Coach Bates kind of likes what he sees here.
Under center, there's the give, and the 1st down, and a little bit more. Just a matter of how much more, but that is a 1st down. And we'd like to thank Sky Zone, one of our 1st down sponsors all season long. Sky Zone 1st down for Auburn.
Sky Zone.
All right. Glad to have them on board. 8:23 to go. Clock running here in the 2nd. Trojans take their time after the 1st down. Like you said, nothing fancy, but it's working. So Stewart Jr. back to throw. Goes deep across the middle. It is picked off by the Pretzels. Still on his feet, Christian Knox. Spun around and brought down at the 35-yard line. So first turnover of the game goes to New Berlin.
You know, Timmy Stewart right there, I think he kind of fell in love with the play before it was called.
There's a flag on the play, Adam.
I think they came in late, though.
Here's the call.
Could be a clip or a block in the back.
So the turnover stands.
It'll be, he motioned towards Auburn, but it will be a block in the back after the interception on the Pretzels. So that'll move them back 15 yards.
We're going to talk about it, but
yeah, back to the interception.
Yes.
I think Timmy Stewart had an idea in his mind when he took that snap, but they're nowhere to go with that ball.
On the return, 34 White.
so it's on New Berlin, yes.
They did,
like you said, they move them back, so we got it. They've got it.
That's a big momentum shift. You're looking for any kind of thing that can swing it your way here if you're New Berlin to get a little bit of mo on your side.
And that will certainly give them some energy and confidence, even though they'll be pushed back. At least they have the ball, right?
Yeah.
The Pretzels
Yep.
always want the ball.
Got the ball
They
back.
always want the ball.
And they're going to get it about where he caught it anyway. So,
yeah, Christian Knox with a nice play there. The INT.
After the interception and the penalty, the New Berlin Pretzels will
So now we got it sorted out.
5-yard line.
So first and 10, New Berlin from their own 25. Pretzels trail 7-0. With the handoff,
going nowhere.
Jersey grabbed his jersey. Jimmy Cummins, nothing doing that time.
There is a lot of blue in that backfield, right? Almost instant as Cummins takes that handoff. He really had nowhere to go.
The Auburn defense is playing very well. So 2nd and 13, loss of 3 on the play. Ball all the way back to the 22-yard line. So again, New Berlin not in a favorable position, 2nd and long, but let's see what they do here. 7-12, second quarter action. There's the give up the middle, and not much there. No hole at all.
No, I think they're going to have to open it up a little bit, or they're going to have to start trusting their sophomore quarterback to drop back and throw a few balls downfield to soften this Trojan defense up. They're right at the line of scrimmage. They're sniffing everything out as it's happening.
Pierce Bergschneider had just nowhere to go, so 3rd and 11. A hard-fought couple of yards there for Bergschneider. Meisman from the gun. Fakes, throws, complete. The 20. Right down at about the 24-yard line after the reception, so nothing really there for Bergschneider after the catch.
And usually a screen pass is a pretty safe call, especially against a defensive line that's been as dominant as the Trojans here tonight. But they read that pretty well and had him covered before he could really get anything going.
So 4th and 11 from the 24. Pretzels will punt. Joey McAfee back to punt. Been busy. There's a pretty good kick there. Fielded at the 42. Cross midfield.
Got
45.
some blockers out in front of him.
40 down the sidelines. Going. Still on his feet. 30,
Ooh,
20, 10, 5. And he is in. Touchdown. Colin DuBois for Auburn returns the punt for 6. And the Trojans score again.
Flag came in late.
Flag. Do you see it, Adam?
I have no idea why a flag would be on the field right now. If they gave it to number 7,
looks like an initial call is a hold, I think, against the Trojans. So I think it's going to come back. Let's see.
I would love to know a number on this.
Holding against the Trojans.
they call it on number
Let's
7,
see
Charlie
what-
Patterson, I would be. If I was Dave Bates, I'd probably have to watch this game at Casey's across the street because he is.
He's not happy. He's not. You see Dave Bates.
Yeah, they're showing him they're showing him the instant replay there. That is
Wow.
Just from that was on Charlie Patterson, number 7, who threw a immaculate block there at the end. If you check out the replay here, right there at the top of your screen, that is a huge block from Charlie Patterson. If that's where the flag came in, that is crazy talk.
So 1st and 10 for Auburn on the Pretzels 22-yard line. Stewart hands off. 20 goes wide and out of bounds. Donaldson with the carry.
Update from Williamsville, they just scored with 45 seconds left in the half, so they are up 7-0 over Athens. That one's almost at halftime.
2nd and 5 for Auburn. Fumble. And wisely, Stewart Jr. just recovers the ball, just covers it there. So 5:14, clock running here in the second quarter. Trojans leading Pretzels 7-0. Sangamo Conference battle, week 1 of Friday Night Rivals.
Springfield High scores again, 21-0. Springfield High over MacArthur.
That stuns me, 21-0, wow. Back to throw, Stewart rolls. Overthrew, he's wide open. Du Bois was wide open, just a little too much on it.
Got a little too excited, maybe saw him out there by himself. And
brings up 4th and 7.
they're bringing out the kicker. I think we're going to see a field goal attempt here.
And he's a sophomore, Spencer Rikus, number 12. This will be a 37-yard attempt, looks like. 37-yard field goal attempt for Spencer Rikus. Snap, kick is up, and it's wide right, so no good. Pretzels will take over, and we'll be back with more second quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. By Prairie Heart Institute, Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson. Second quarter action from Auburn. The Trojans lead the Pretzels 7-0. New Berlin takes over after the missed field goal attempt by Spencer Rikus. Pretzels start from their own 20-yard line, and back to throw is Meisman. Throws and incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver there on the play. So the Pretzels go to the air and can't quite bring it down. Is on the play there. So,
well, they're opening up a little bit, coming out and throwing the ball. I think they're going to have to do that to get their ground game going, because Auburn has loaded that tackle box and really ate everything up.
So 2nd and 10 for the Pretzels. 4:38 to go. Second quarter. Heisman decides to keep it, got some room to the 30 and 32-yard line. That is a first down for the Pretzels. And I want to thank Sky Zone. It's a Sky Zone first down. So the Pretzels with some offense and a first down. So they move the ball to 32.
So, first down for New Berlin, you got to build off something. Great job by the Pretzels to get open there a little bit by Meisman. Got to build off something.
So 1st and 10. 4:15 to go. Clock running, second quarter. Meisman looks a little too much, incomplete. Intended receiver was Luke Longtha. So incomplete. A little too much on
Yeah,
that.
a little too much. He's still, calm down a little bit. He's taking some hits. I'm sure he's getting a little nervous because they haven't generated a ton of offense, but it's mainly been Auburn. It has taken out of him any kind of flow that they could have gotten it.
Yeah, they really have. 2nd and 10, Meisman. Keeps it himself. Ooh, had a hard hit there at the 32-yard line.
Number 7, Charlie Patterson, comes right in there.
Boy, and he's shook up a little bit there. He was hit hard. Meisman was. Hopefully he's okay. And
Patterson was their returning leading tackler from last year. Does a great job at the linebacker position. Hopefully Meisman is okay.
He was hit hard there. So see here's the replay. Just
option keeper.
Might have knocked the
might have just knocked the wind out of him.
Hopefully that's all it was.
Took a big shot there right in the belly.
So 3:48 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, week 1 of the high school football season for 2019. And
so we can reflect a little bit. 5 years ago, we were right here, Auburn, Williamsville. Could you believe it's been 5 years?
No, it is hard to believe. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been great to do this. A lot of great games. So, Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game for being the heart of the community. Thank you for all you do. Prairie Heart Institute. So, again, always want to thank the EMS and first responders for all the great work they do, and under a lot of times certainly trying circumstances. So
very
appreciate them.
Nervous
always
circumstances too. Yeah.
So Auburn hasn't had a lot of chances to really score, but they only lead 7-0. So in Berlin, of course, 7-0. They got to feel fortunate.
Yeah,
one first down.
Yeah, one first down. And I mentioned earlier they only had 4 yards of offense there in the end of the first quarter, but you want to be upset because you could do better. But you're only down 7-0 too. So as bad as it's been offensively for the Pretzels, you're still very much in this ball game, and there's a lot of it left. You got to put in a drive together right now, getting your first down. Just got to build a little bit of momentum. It's just simple plays, one by one, a few yards here, a few yards there. And once you string some together, then you get a nice drive.
And want to remind everyone, tonight at 10:15 on ABC, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals Recap. That's with Carly Bell. You see a picture of Carly there. She was here tonight. She's out shooting and covering some high school football games tonight. I know the MacArthur Springfield High game, Rochester Southeast game, and she'll have all the highlights and scores tonight at 10:15 on Friday Night Rivals football highlights on the recap on ABC News Channel 20. So
hate to see
we see that Meisman,
not
sophomore.
putting any pressure on that leg there. Hopefully he's okay. Just hate to see that here in any week, especially week 1.
So Jackson Smith, number 16, I believe, will be in quarterback. So, and I want to remind everyone that Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to cw23tv.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. So 3rd and 10 from the 32 from New Berlin.
Got a little trickery formation here.
And they do have a little trickery. And out to the 32-yard, 33, maybe a yard, if that, on the play. And it was a direct snap on the play to number 24, Luke Longton. So Pretzels try something now. They go maybe get 4th down and punting situation for them. So we'll see what they do next time on offense, quarterback-wise. Ball on the 33. Auburn should get good field position out of this, and busiest player tonight has been Joey McAfee. Another punt. Oh, dropped. The 28, And he hands off 30, 35.
He could stay in
It's
bounds.
about 40, almost to midfield, out of bounds. So, interesting play there. Connor Tripp had it, gave it to Colin Du Bois, and Du Bois did a good job bringing it up the sideline. So, excellent field position for Auburn after the pretzel punt.
Now, take a look at the replay for you kids at home. Connor Tripp, it is his first year. I'll give him a break. You can't catch that ball normally. You got to basket catch that with your hands underneath it. But they faked that handoff on every punt return, so you have to respect it every time. There, they actually did hand it off.
1st and 10 from the 49. Tripp was in motion, and he has the ball. Trying to get across midfield, does to the 49. Give him 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for Auburn. Long throw with the tackle. So, and let's go down the sidelines. Nico Heffinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. Well, it looked like Auburn was going to take a 14-0 lead, but Charlie Patterson called for a hold on that last possession. Head coach Dave Bates called it the best block he has seen in his life. Could not believe that was called a penalty. Did get a look at the replay on their sideline. Looked fairly clean, but hard hit. Sometimes those are going to get called, so we'll see if Auburn's able to head down the field and get some points on the board. We'll send it back to you.
Great insight. Thank you, Nico. And number 2, Zack Ruler from New Berlin has to be saying, oh my gosh, he had nothing but daylight in front of him.
His eyes were as big as they could be right there.
Oh my.
He read Timmy Stewart's just motions right there. He's going to swing it out to Du Bois, and that would have been 6 points the other way.
Dangerous play, and Auburn gets out of that one. So 3rd and 8 for the Trojans. From the Pretzels 49-yard line. Stewart in the gun. Looks, across the middle, got a man. Oh, and should have had it. I thought Connor Tripp in and out of his hand. I thought he should have had that one.
Yeah, little traffic. I think it got on him a little bit quicker than when he expected it, but first-year player, again, you got to get used to the speed picks up in games more than it does in practice. I think it just got on him a little quicker, quicker than he anticipated.
So it brings up 4th and 8, and the Trojans in punt formation. Spencer Rikas. The Trojans. High snap, but Rikas gets up. Pretty good punt, high and good distance. Takes the Trojans bounce and about the 10, 11-yard line where they down it. So
right at the 10, I think is where they're going to give it to him.
And I want to let you know it's the Woods Basement Systems Fan Cam. Check it out. Fans of the foundation of the game. Woods Basement Systems, our family serving yours. Thanks to Woods Basement Systems. And the fan cam is out. Look at that, a lot of fans out tonight. There's some of the Auburn faithful, the young and the young at heart. Good timing. I'm on TV. Look at that.
They're already going to get in line for some popcorn, I think.
There you go.
For halftime.
Get us some. All right. 1:58 inside of 2 minutes here in the second quarter.
Again, another trick formation here by the Pretzels.
Interesting and hit hard again. That Auburn D is just everywhere.
You know, with the injury to the quarterback and you know, backups in high school don't get a lot of reps. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in this for the rest of the half and then they try to figure out what they can do in the second half. Auburn looks like they did take a timeout, maybe to save the clock a little bit.
With 1:51 to go, and yeah, Auburn uses its first timeout. So they want to get the ball back, and maybe good field position.
We're going to play a little field position game. Just got an update down the road here in round 4. North Mac 18, Maroa Forsyth 13. That one's almost halftime too. So
North Mac takes the lead over.
It was 13
nothing.
13 nothing, and now it's 18 straight by the Panthers.
You said on the preview show, North Mac going to be better this year.
They had a lot of guys coming back. Again, another year under Coach Bowman, Patrick Bowman. So I think, again, more familiarity. They're going to play tough. Maroa is always going to be good. They're a dominant program over, a decade now. They did lose some players. There are going to be some new guys that got plugged in and thrown out there. And just like we've always talked about, the Sangamo is, you don't have any weeks off. It is a gauntlet.
It is indeed. And 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11, let's call it. Delay game? No, official, okay.
If he didn't.
Clock's what they
Yeah, I'm not
see what
sure what. Oh no, it was an equipment infraction.
Okay.
Again, that is a call that gets called a lot on week 1. Referees
More than
usually
any other
don't
week,
pay
right?
Yeah, don't pay attention to this stuff when you get to about week 3. Quarterback in.
Yes. Scrambling, he's going to keep it.
Oh no, that is.
Wait, no, he's
back.
Meisman's back. I had to do a double take.
Yeah, I did too.
They have two number
no.
3s. Meisman. Wow. Well, that's great.
It's good to see him out there.
3rd and long for New Berlin. Meisman goes to sideline, but
Yeah, Auburn took another timeout here
so.
to save some clock and maybe gain some field position.
And if you didn't catch the preview show tonight, I mentioned a couple things, Adam. Dave Bates, who everybody knows here in Auburn, but most wins for high school coaches in the state of Illinois that happened in Illinois. Dave Bates, 25th all time with 240 wins here at Auburn. Most wins for career coaches in Illinois. Dave Bates, 28th, 244 wins. And most wins in the state of Illinois at one school. Dave Bates is 18th all time with 240 wins. So pretty incredible. Dave Bates, a legendary coach here in Auburn.
He's a great guy too.
And let you know, don't miss Project Illinois, a DCFS investigation with Anna Espinosa and Justin Carter. Mondays at 6 on ABC News Channel 20. So 3rd and 9. Meisman gives and maybe gets a couple of 3, nothing much that time.
Yep, another timeout here, and I would expect a lot of heat on the punter McAfee here. Maybe get a block, or at least they're not going to make it easy for him. Another update in the Central State 8, and I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack from Carly Bell on this, but Springfield High 28, MacArthur 6, it almost halftime there. Rashad Rochelle has come out and thrown for over 200 yards here in the first half.
My goodness. That game at Memorial Stadium in Springfield. And they played, as we talked about, they played close games the last couple of years.
Yep.
Very close. And, wow. So Pretzel's trying to figure out what they're going to do here.
Another game we talked about from Nico's neck of the woods. PBL up 8-7 on the 2-time defending state champion GCMS Falcons. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well.
Most definitely. So 1:36 to go here in the second quarter. Auburn's up 7-0. They've used all their timeouts, hoping for good field position here. And it's 4th and 8, and Pretzels will punt once again. And Joey McAfee, he is going to be tired. He's kicked a lot tonight. McAfee just gets it away. Midfield, picks it up now. Trip, fumbles it and gets it back. So, not much. Lucky to probably hang on to the ball there. So, Trojans will have it. 1st and 10 at midfield. So, excellent field position for Auburn. You see the replay. And Trip just lost it there.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever got comfortable with it after he picked it up off the ground with a lot of heat bearing down on him there.
So ball at midfield, 1st and 10. Stewart from the gun. Looks, Got a man, complete. Goes out of bounds, that'll stop the clock. 44-yard line. Pickup of 6.
Easy pitch and
play.
Easy pitch and catch there for the boys in Stewart.
So make it 2nd and 4. Again, the Trojans use all their timeouts. They've got the only score of this game. Stewart Jr. throws, complete. Out of bounds, clock stops, and that works again. Parker Thompson, first reception of the night. Junior.
Now the Trojan receiver is smart enough to get right out of bounds, too.
That's a first down, and that is a Sky Zone first down for the Trojans. So 1st and 10, ball on the 38. 1:15 to go. Stewart has some company now in the backfield. Cole Donaldson is right by him. Stewart looks to throw. Oh, sack! Big sack at the 49-yard line. Who got him there? Number 77. Wow, he was all over him, Adam.
Yeah, he was.
Braddock Bearden.
Stewart had nowhere to go. He was on him real quick. Bearden listed as a freshman. That's a big play for the freshman.
5'10", 260. How would you like to have that coming at you? That was a big
I don't
play.
know if I would.
No, I wouldn't think so. I started asking. So now you got 2nd and 19 from the 47.
Can't
clock
stop
running.
the clock either.
Man in motion. Stewart to throw. Goes across the middle and overthrows everybody. Incomplete with 35 seconds to go. That'll bring up 3rd and 19.
He's just getting a little too excited over those throws over the middle, and those you really have to be careful about. I know Tripp is 6'4", but you still got to watch where that ball's put because 3 white jerseys are right in that area.
So Stewart Jr. was talking to Dave Bates. And he's got the play once. So 3rd and 19. Stewart Jr. under center. Fakes. Nope. Fakes. Short pass.
Oh.
Almost picked off again by the Pretzels. Incomplete. Defender that time was Ethan Mudd. So 4th and long now, Adam.
Yep. And
you gonna go for it? I mean, you gonna air it out? Nope. Just punt
I think
it, right?
you just punt and you play a little field position game. I don't mind the call there with a little bit of trickery, maybe catch them off guard, but credit to the Pretzel D-line to stay home and read that screen out before Stewart could really do anything.
Spencer Rikus. Punt formation at the 38. Short kick, and Pretzel sideline says, let it go, let it go.
Took a nice bounce, though.
About the 20-yard line. So with 21 seconds, New Berlin will take over there, see if they try anything or just down it maybe with a...
Maybe not down it, but you're probably going to run your safest run play here. Wouldn't be shocked if they come out with that overload line where they're direct snapping it to their running backs.
So ball on the 20 for the Pretzels. Let's see how they play it here. Talked about Dave Bates, and one of his assistant coaches has been here as long as he has almost,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Coach Carlicker has been here 30 years.
Incredible. Great run they've had here in Auburn. They want to start a new playoff streak. Got a whistle here.
Timeout. We're going to talk about it. A little confusion. Yeah, Coach Hill did not look happy coming off the sideline. You talk about Coach Carlicker being here, running the defense for Coach Bates. Coach Bates also has a new assistant on the sideline. His son Michael, who's an Auburn legend and Illinois College legend too.
Just say good
down there in the headset. That's somebody good to learn from if you're Timmy Stewart.
And don't forget, Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to cw23tv.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. cw23tv.com. So 21 seconds to go. Let's see what the Pretzels do. Trailing 7-0, one score of the game. Trojans attempted a field goal, missed it, 37-yarder.
Nah, you might be right here, Paul. They might be just, no, a little overload formation.
And the give there and to McAfee. And that's going to probably do it here in the first half.
Tell you what, I've been very impressed with number 7, Charlie Patterson. He has played a heck of a ball game here in the first half. He is really keying the Trojan defense, but up front's making it pretty easy for him.
And that is the last play of the second quarter, so we've got one half of football in the books. At halftime, the Auburn Trojans lead the New Berlin Pretzels 7-0. A little bit of a breeze here, Adam, and a nice night. A little bit muggy, but good night
awesome.
overall.
I just think it feels
high school
awesome.
Football. So let's go down to the sidelines, talk to Nico. Nico Hefflinger, what do you have for us?
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with Auburn head coach Dave Bates. Coach, got to be very pleased with your defensive performance here in the first half.
Defense has played great.
From 9 till 10:45.
Dominating. We just got to keep it up.
Well, outside of that first drive, though, offense has yet to find an answer. What do you guys need to change here in half two?
We've just had some miscues. I've got a young receiver who's going to be really good, and this is his first game. So we'll get better, and hopefully we can wear him down some more.
You've had a pretty long career making some second half adjustments. Any ideas in mind?
We're going to get it figured out.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, we will send it back to Paul and Adam and be back with more in the second half.
Please report to the
All right, thank you very much, Nico. Thanks to Coach Bates. And the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report is coming up next. Stay around. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Halftime here at Auburn. It's the Landmark Automotive Group halftime show. 7-0, the Auburn Trojans lead the New Berlin Pretzels. And earlier today, Cefcu presented Auburn High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. Cefcu will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. Cefcu is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. Thanks to Cefcu. And let's go down to the sidelines. Nico Hefflinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jason Young, the General Sales Manager at Landmark Automotive Group. Jason, how excited are you to be out here and just enjoy some Friday Night Football?
Oh, very excited. Finally here, right? You know, great weather, great football. We got a heck of a game going on right now.
What does the partnership between Cefcu Friday Night Rivals and Landmark Automotive mean to you guys this season?
We're very happy to get it. It's been in a few different hands, and we're excited about it. We mapped out the schedule of which dealership's going to be at which game and everything, and we're excited. I was excited to see this game. It's such a good rivalry, and can't beat the weather.
And speaking of Landmark, you guys, sounds like you're going to be open Labor Day?
Yeah, usually are. Yeah, just 10 to 6, though, so a half a day, so won't need no recovery time, and got a little bit in between there, so it'll be great.
We're going to have a great game to finish out this holiday weekend. Until then, we will send it back to Paul and Adam in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, and thanks to Landmark Automotive Group being our halftime sponsor this year. Auburn leads New Berlin 7-0. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals. This is the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report. Back with more from Auburn in just a minute. Welcome back to the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. And throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, Steak and Shake will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's Steak and Shake scholar athletes are Lina Bixby from New Berlin. Lina has a grade point average of 4.0. She plays softball, basketball, and is captain of the volleyball team. She's a member of the National Honor Society and Key Club. Melina is a volunteer tutor to elementary and junior high students. Congratulations, Melina. And from Auburn High School, Tyrus Thomason. Tyrus has a grade point average of 4.0 and has played football and baseball for 3 years. He's a member of the National Honor Society and Scholastic Bowl. Tyrus is a volunteer tutor in math and chemistry. Congratulations to Tyrus Thomason. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's Steak and Shake Scholar athletes, Lina Bixby from New Berlin and Iris Thomason from Auburn. And earlier this week, we spoke with our Scholar Athlete sponsor, Steak and Shake.
David Bruno of Sullar Steak and Shake here to tell us about an amazing partnership with News Channel 20, Fox, and CW to be the exclusive 2019 Friday Night Rivals Scholar Athlete sponsor. Thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So tell us about this unique partnership and how you guys decided to give back in such a way.
Well, we've been in the community since 1939. And for that reason, we want to make sure that all of our young people have opportunities. And one way we felt to do that was to offer this scholarship, being the fact that it's not just one sport, it's any athletic sport within the school that's being identified as the opportunity to qualify for this.
Excellent. Now, this award is celebrating their achievements both on and off the field. What will the students receive as part of this award?
Well, each week they receive a plaque of recognition, and that makes them eligible for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of this session.
I love that you guys are giving back in such a way to help these student athletes. And talk to us about some of the other fun and exciting things that Steak and Shake has going on.
Well, we try to do as much as we can for the community on a continued basis. This month in September, we're offering 10% off all breakfast items during breakfast hours to try to celebrate breakfast, let's say, bring it back a little bit.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, David, for joining us here. And back to you guys there on the field.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Steak and Shake for being a sponsor this year of the Scholar Athlete. And let's go down to the sidelines. Nico Hefflinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with reps from both of our schools from the first week of Friday Night Rivals. We've got Blake Lucas representing New Berlin and Nate Essex for Auburn. Guys, how exciting is it to be a part of Friday Night Rivals? Nate, we'll start with you.
Yeah, it's great. Exposure for the kids, chance to be on TV and get their names out there and announce. It's a lot of fun,
Blake, how much fun has this been for the Pretzels?
Like Nate said, it's great for the communities and, for people at home. They get to catch in on a high school game when maybe they can't be here. So, we just want to thank you guys. It's the kids are fortunate, and I think they know that they are.
And it sounds like both schools have some interesting new things going on. What are some new things that the students and community in Auburn can expect?
Well, this year we rolled out a new high school schedule, trying to reduce some class sizes. So we went to a traditional study hall schedule and lowered our class sizes with the same amount of teachers. So far, so good. We can see some improvements there with the student interaction, and so we're just hoping to keep that moving.
And no schedule change, but some exciting things on the horizon at New Berlin as well.
Looks like we need to work on our beard, Nate. That's a nice. I know every community loves their kids, but we feel like New Berlin's a special place, and our kids are salt of the earth. And we've got some mentoring programs going on where our older kids are down at the elementary school, interacting with our younger kids, and so just trying to build that family atmosphere and that unity. And so. Things are good, and we feel like New Berlin's the place to be.
And when these two teams meet on the gridiron, it is a close matchup. One-score game last year, currently 7-0. Auburn going to pull this one out?
Keep the defense going. That's what we like seeing out there right now. So,
think New Berlin's going to come back?
I think we're going to have a good second half.
Well, it is certainly going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. We will send it back up to the booth. Paul and Adam, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Great interviews, and we'll be back with more. You're watching the Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to the Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wappel alongside Adam Anderson. Halftime here in Auburn. The Trojans lead the New Berlin Pretzels 7-0. Opening night, opening week, high school football 2019. And I think we've got some statistics to look at and talk about. There they are, Adam.
New Berlin hasn't not done a ton here in the first half, and they should actually feel very fortunate that this is only a 7-0 game, because you take a look at the stats, they've got 0 passing yards and only 25 rushing, just 1 first down. Now the interception that they've got helped turn a little momentum. It just hasn't materialized into much.
Obviously, the Pretzels have to get something going on offense, but Auburn hasn't been tearing it up, but their defense obviously has been outstanding so far.
And a lot of, I think, of the lack of New Berlin offense has been because of the Trojan defense, specifically number 7, Charlie Patterson. He has been all over the field. He's made a lot of big hits. He's one to keep an eye on for you folks at home here in the second half.
Should be a good second half, and we're going to take a look at some highlights right now from the night's game, and here we see a lot of defensive battles there.
And DeVoe's with that first touchdown, and really, Colin DeVoe, number 5, he has been the big spark plug for the Trojans here tonight. He had a few big catches and a big punt return, and there's the interception right there.
Pretzels couldn't capitalize, but they didn't get the turnover there. Good sack there.
Yeah, right. That was right before that, and that was a big sack by a freshman. Might be getting a little sprinkle, it looks like.
That, or is it bugs? I think that's rain. I think that's rain. You never know this time of year. But yes, halftime here in Auburn, 7-0 to Trojans. Low-scoring affair. So, and right now, we're going to take a look at some Friday night rivals and Thursday night lights. Great moments from across the country. So enjoy this.
Martelacki from the 30-yard line swings it outside. Paddock, big man. And you can barely bring him down. Did he get there? Oh, man.
Man, oh, man.
It's going to be not. Oh, look at this.
Powerbomb. There we go. Number 2.
Get him out of here. And the crowd is going crazy. Somebody tackle him. There he is. That's Savage Sam or something like that.
Coming back in the backfield. Coming to the near side. Nearly picked off, and it is picked off up the near side. Stepping in front of the pass. All the way across the 50. Down the sidelines. Braden Turner.
Receivers to the wide side and one to the short side. They come short side. Caught by Xavier Kinlaw, and he's got some running room at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown on the final play of the first quarter.
3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Crawford looks pressured, rolls right, spin move. Still looking to throw, gets rid of it. You got to be kidding me. Like Justin Timberlake. Take a look.
No, this isn't fair. You ought to give him more than 33 because he threw this ball 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage around the 40-yard line and watch it on a rope, off balance. You're not supposed to be able to do that. That's not fair.
That was a little bit like David Palmer, was it not?
Wow, some good highlights there. Pretty incredible. Let's go down to Nico Haflinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with head coach Seth Hill of the New Berlin Pretzels. Coach, not a lot of things going your way in the second half, but got to be pretty glad to only be down 7-0 right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we haven't executed our game plan quite the way we wanted to coming in, and, for us to only be down 7 against a well-coached team like this, that says something for our guys' heart, and, I mean, if we can get things cleaned up, I think we got a chance to turn things around.
What was message to your guys at the break?
Message to our guys at the break is quit worrying about everybody else. Focus on what we do, focus on what New Berlin does and worry about what New Berlin does, and we're going to be successful at the end.
It should be a fun first half. Thanks for joining me. Paul and Adam, back to you.
All right, and thank you very much, Nico. Thanks, Coach. And 7-0, so we're just about set for third quarter action. The Pretzels will kick, the Trojans will receive. We're just about set, 7-0 Auburn, and we talked about it, and Coach Seth Hill talked about it. Fortunate to be down 7-0. We've got a lot of football left, and it should be exciting here.
Yeah, big second half. Again, he said they feel fortunate, and they really should, because time of possession has been pretty even though it seems like Auburn has done a lot more with their possessions than the Pretzels have.
And the
big kick
is made by Greg Zellers. And wow,
it's a heck of a kick.
Sheesh, touchback. Zellers. That's a 6'3", 250 senior. Heck of a kick.
He almost put that one in Chatham, I think.
Goodness. I hope they find the ball. They did. So the Trojans will have the ball first here in the third quarter, leading 7-0.
Update down in Athens, Williamsville 20, Athens 12, and that one is headed into the fourth quarter.
And on first down, there's a handoff to Du Bois. Got some room and a first down, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 34-yard line. So that is a first down, and it's a Casey's General Store first down for Auburn.
Du Bois has been the guy here tonight for the Trojans. He's ran the ball, he's caught the ball. He almost returned a punt for a touchdown. He's Mr. Do-It-All here tonight.
First and 10 from the 34. Give to Du Bois again.
Trying to turn the corner.
40, 45, 50.
Got some room.
Got some room down the sidelines. 40, 30, cuts back. 20, he's going to go. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Colin Du Bois, a 66-yard touchdown run, and that was a heck of a run. That's a Young Security touchdown, a $50 donation, courtesy of Young Security to First Step Women's Center.
Great job by Colin Du Bois. Turned the corner there. Wasn't sure he was going to make it at first. Just great effort to get out in front. Used his speed, and again had the vision enough to cut back here and broke a tackle, and then he was gone. He had wide open. Great job by Du Bois to get in the end zone, and great opening drive here for the Trojans.
That was a heck of a run. What a way to start the second half. So 13-0. Auburn will try to make it 14-0. We got a player down on the field. Injured Pretzel. Not sure who that is.
Yeah, I didn't see who that was down there. Hopefully everything's okay.
So just like that, and all right, hopefully just shook up a little bit. Play there.
Will Cummings.
Pretzels.
Looks to be.
Good to see him up, walking off the field. So the Trojans will try to add to their lead, try to make it 14-0 here in the third quarter. So let's take a look at the touchdown run again, Adam. Look, just
from the back. He was almost gobbled up there at the line of scrimmage, and then just used his speed to.
Here's the play. The cutback here coming out is incredible, right there.
Yep, used his vision right there to feel the pressure to get back middle of the field. Great job by Du Bois.
Literally. And Rikus will attempt the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. So 14-0, Auburn strikes on the first play on offense there in the second half. They lead 14-0. We're going to take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Back with third quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson in Auburn. Third quarter action. There's a great shot on a beautiful night for high school football. And the Trojans just scored. They will kick off to the Pretzels. Rikus has been busy tonight with the kick. Pretzels at the 5. Comes to the 15, 20, cuts back. And brought down hard on the play. Christian Knox with the return again for the Pretzels, and brought down hard. Is he shook up? He's down. Let's see. Oh, he's okay.
Oh,
or cramp, maybe cramping up, Adam?
Yep. Everybody, you talk about cramps when it's hot, and that's when it does happen. But especially here in week one, it's your first game. You never know what's going to happen. A little bit more adrenaline and intensity. There's always going to be cramps week 1, week 2.
And speaking of humidity and temperature and so forth, here's tonight's second half forecast. Brought to you by Backyard Leisure. Hot tub, you need it. 67 degrees, mostly cloudy, wind 5 miles an hour. So thanks to Backyard Leisure, hot tub sounds all right.
A hot tub wouldn't sound too bad tonight.
Yeah. So thanks to Backyard Leisure. So 14-0, 11:18 to go, just underway in the third quarter, and
if
it gets up there to.
Looking at
Knox does.
The cramps, if my mother is watching, she would be the first to write in and tell everybody. I cramped every first game, or I drank too much water after that, and usually released it throwing up on the sideline. That was kind of one of the things I would do week 1 or week 2. And it didn't matter You know, a night like tonight where it's 67, it's a beautiful night out, or if it was in the 80s, I always seem to get a cramp those first 2 weeks, right in the calf.
Thank you for that information, Adam. All right. I understand.
The man of the people.
Yep, there you go. And look at it. There's a lot of crowds having a great time tonight.
Yeah.
Nice breeze is nice. All right, New Berlin, the Pretzels with the ball. On their own 20. Meisman with the handoff. Maybe a yard. I think he got a yard at him, maybe if that.
Yeah,
but
he looked like he had an opening, but
Longtha.
it closed quickly.
Luke Longtha goes out. Pretzels making some changes on offense. So just like that, boy, the Trojans, that was an exciting touchdown run. They don't get much better than that. I tell you, it was 66 yards. I think he ran about 75 or 80 to get there, but he got there.
He got there.
To the zone.
You know, and I think back to what Coach Bates said before halftime. We'll figure it out, and I think they did.
Meisman steps up. Now he is hit and dropped by a couple of Trojans.
Oh, you know, he had heavy pressure immediately from number 7, Charlie Patterson. Was on him in a hurry, and then Thomason comes in and finishes it up.
Xander Hancock, number 72, helped out. Look, oh boy. So now you're 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for New Berlin. See what the Pretzels do here. Watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, Week 1. And we have a Sacred Heart Griffin score.
Sacred Heart Griffin 35-14 over Normal U.
Normal U High, okay.
That one is at SHG.
SHG, it is, correct.
Center's rock.
Meisman looking, has time, rolls, throws. Oh, had a chance there, broken up at the last minute, so good defense there by Auburn. A bang play at him.
Got a little handsy there as the ball was coming in, so
5 on 5 there, number 5 on 5. And let's go down to Nico. Nico, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Colin DuBois hadn't even gotten to the water cooler after that 70-yard plus touchdown run. His quarterback, Timmy Stewart, already telling him, let's get a few more of those. So Auburn doesn't plan on taking their foot off the gas at any point in this second half. It'll be interesting to see what they do on their next offensive possession. Back to you.
All right, and the Pretzels barely get the punt away. Boy, the Trojans are going to have excellent field position here. The 40-yard line after the short punt there. A lot of pressure there, Adam, on that play.
I'm almost half surprised. There was a Trojan player near the punter, running into the punter or running into the kicker penalty. Had a chance to be called there. They didn't. So Auburn should feel very lucky because that would have been an automatic first down for New Berlin.
So the Trojans get the ball again. Timmy Stewart Jr., the junior quarterback. Hands off, up the middle, got a hold. Cole Donaldson breaks through. He loses the ball, he lost it. Let's see, did he get it back? At the 25-yard line. No signal yet.
I think he got it back.
He got it back. So Donaldson with a good gainer there, and they'll move the chains. That is a Casey's General Store first down. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, take a look at the replay. He just got it punched out. Great job by New Berlin to try to make something happen, but
another player down. Adam, I think it's number 79 for
looks like,
Auburn, I believe. Tyrus Thomason is down. Hopefully it's just cramps. And we're going to take this opportunity to let you know that earlier tonight, Cefcu recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to tonight's football game. This week's Cefcu volunteer of the game is Jason Jones. Jason is a volunteer JFL and high school football coach. He goes above and beyond his duties as a coach and administrator. His work behind the scenes does not go unnoticed and is an integral part of both programs. Congratulations to tonight's Cefcu volunteer of the game, Jason Jones. Congratulations, Jason. Some great volunteers. That's what it's all about, helping out. Volunteer of the game, brought to you by Cefcu. In case you just joined us, 9:22 to go. We're in the third quarter here. The Auburn Trojans leading 14-0. And also I want to let you know that earlier this week we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. Take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute.
Joining me today is Chelsea Jennings and Matt Roberts here to talk about a very important topic, CPR, and specifically we're talking about hands-only CPR. So talk to us about this and the training that it entails.
So hands-only CPR is recommended for anybody around the age of 8 and older who suffers cardiac arrest, sudden collapse outside of the hospital setting. So most likely that's at home, at school, or even at an event like a sporting event.
Okay, and talk to us about how this type of CPR differs from the others.
Hands-only CPR really doesn't require much formal training. It's rapidly identifying that collapse, understanding that chest compressions need to be performed. So the first thing you need to do is dial 911, and then you're just going to place your hands on the center of the chest, push hard and fast at a rate of like 100 to 120 beats per minute. So Staying Alive to the Bee Gees is a great song to sing to yourself to make sure you're staying in time and doing the appropriate rate.
I love that. And I want to go back to you, Chelsea. Why is it important, just in general, for people to really know CPR?
So the American Heart Association says that about 9 out of 10 out-of-hospital arrests will not survive because of lack of CPR knowledge and really people being nervous to immediately start CPR like they should. So this training allows people to be comfortable with that information, with the proper steps, and really be a lifesaver for family and friends because they're the ones that are going to be doing this outside of the hospital.
And what are some of the signs that someone is going into an arrest, as you mentioned, so that you know to perform CPR?
So, it could be the classic grabbing their chest, falling to the ground type of thing. But cardiac arrest is caused also from choking, drowning, electrocutions. There's a lot of things. So if somebody immediately falls to the ground, you can check for responsiveness, but immediately jump on their chest and start the compressions.
And where can they go to sign up for these training sessions?
Yeah, Prairie offers a no-cost training to anybody interested. We encourage everybody to get their schools, businesses involved. They can go to prairieheart.org/CPR.
Alrighty, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us.
All right, thank you very much, the Prairie Heart Institute. Great information there, and you saw the Trojans with the ball, and they have made it into the red zone. That's the Carpenters 270 red zone. So 4th and 2 for Auburn here in the third. They're going to go for it. Here's the give to Donaldson, right side. And
it's going to be close.
He got it. Let's see where they...
Going to see where they spot it. It's hard to tell. No, they're going to give it to him.
So he gets the first down, a hard-fought first down. That is a Casey's General Store first down.
Take a look at the replay. Great job by Donaldson to string this out, and he just gets enough to get that first down.
So new set of downs from the 13. Under center, Stewart Jr. Gives to Du Bois, goes wide, and he might make it in, and is he going to get in? He's in, touchdown, 13 yards. Colin Du Bois with another touchdown. And it's another $50 donation from the Young Security, our touchdown sponsor this season, to the First Step Women's Center.
Du Bois does it again. That's number 3 on the night. He has been a jack of all trades here for the Trojans here in week 1.
He is having a big night indeed, Adam. 20-0, and Spencer Rikas will attempt the extra point attempt.
Again, take out the rebound. He gets it outside, and again, just use his speed to reach the corner of the end zone right there. Great job by Du Bois.
Oh. And the kick is up, and it is good. I'll tell you what, Hank Rhodes did a nice job there bringing the ball down. Yep. Hanging on to that ball. So 21-0 Auburn. We'll take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals. Back with more CW23 from Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, third quarter action from Auburn. And the Trojans scored. They lead 21-0. They just kicked off. Spencer Rikas did. Pretzel's going to return it here. 5, 10, 15, trying to find some room, goes right side and brought down by Auburn. And had a long run there, but Pretzels trying to get some going. Mason Oswald with the carry, or with the return, I should say, for the Pretzels.
Let's see what the Pretzels do here. Again, just one first down in this game so far. Haven't done a ton offensively and need to get stuff going.
And there you take a look at the scoring drive, 6 plays, 40 yards, less than 2 minutes. And Du Bois, with, like you said, his 3rd touchdown tonight. So
he's got a
big
103 rushing yards. He's also got 3 catches for 33 yards. So you're looking at 140 offensive yards. That's not counting the big punt return that he had either.
Meisman from the gun. There's the give. Spins around, not much there. Pretzel just can't get too much going as Will Cummings, who's in motion with the carry for New Berlin. 7:14 to go in the 3rd.
Update from Williamsville. Williamsville has now gone up late in that game, 27-12 over Athens. Williamsville, it looks to be wearing them down again. When you can start 22 different guys, 11 on offense, 11 different guys on defense at a school of that size, that's definitely going to help out in games like that.
2nd and 8, Meisman back to throw, looking, goes right, got a man, overthrew him just a little bit, intended receiver Will Cummings. Couldn't quite connect with it.
Yeah, Cummings didn't track that one well, coming out of Meisman's hands and couldn't find it. It would have been a very, very tough catch for him to make, though.
Had a little bit of room, maybe, if you'd could have
Again,
caught that one, but just didn't.
He had a blue jersey in his face, so
see had to turn him around there. That's a tough play to make. So 3rd and 8 from the 20 for the Pretzels, who trail 21-0.
You're one step ahead of me.
And Joey Meisman, sophomore, making his first start at varsity level, quarterback. Meisman looks, has some time, dumps it, complete. Right side, got some room, first down, and then some, so good carry there for Pierce Bergschneider. And that is a first down. That's a Casey's General Store first down for the New Berlin Pretzels.
Great job by Bergschneider. Heard he had some speed to him and could do some damage out in the open. And he's bided his time. He's played behind some big time former Pretzel players, and now is his chance to shine on the field. And, he made most of his opportunity right there.
So from the 35, Meisman and the Pretzels. Meisman looks to throw again, has time, looks, got a man across the middle, no, incomplete. Actually in between 2 Auburn defenders there, so maybe.
Again, he had pressure in his face. I don't think he had enough room to step up and put a little into that to get the throw down. But he did have an open Pretzel receiver.
And Adam, we were talking about some pretty bad weather, about 30, 40 miles from here. Some rain and
Staunton and Pana were canceled. I just saw that Muhammad Seymour and Mount Zion also canceled, or postponed until tomorrow. I shouldn't say canceled. And your St. Louis Cardinals got postponed tonight too. So
it doesn't happen very often.
The football gods knew that Friday night rivals were going to be on, and they wanted to watch a great Sangamo matchup.
That's right. 2nd and 10. Meisman fakes.
Going
to go. He's got him in the middle. And incomplete. I'm not sure. I think that was the intended receiver. He had a couple of guys out there, and Jackson Smith was there, and Christian Knox didn't quite work out there. You see the replay.
Take a look at the replay, and Meisman's going to kick himself when he looks at the film after this game. Number 16, Jackson Smith on the outside was wide open. Again, with the pressure that Meisman's seen tonight, and the game moves a lot faster than practice, I don't think he's entirely comfortable back there just yet.
So 3rd and 10 from the 35. Meisman. Looking, has time, throws, overthrew. Intended receiver, and the flag does come out. The intended receiver, Will Cummings, I don't know that it was catchable ball. Doesn't matter in high school, right? It was just, he got hit.
And here's the thing. Officials now more than ever are going to look for those unnecessary hits. They're trying to eliminate that from the game, and that is a dead ball personal foul penalty.
Personal foul, defense.
So they're going to call that unnecessary roughness, which that's a 15-yard penalty, and they're trying to get rid of that in the game of football. So I am not surprised at all that was called.
So Pretzels will move the ball, like you said, personal foul, and that'll give them a first down. Casey's General Store first down for the New Berlin Pretzels here with 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Pretzels trailing 21-0, and now they have the ball midfield and first down. So big break for New Berlin. As I said, at Casey's General Store, first down, so for New Berlin. So Pretzels ready to go. Meisman keeps it, fumbles, picks it up and gets the ball and back to midfield. Maybe got a yard after that, which was actually pretty impressive because he could have went down on the ball. So
he did a good job of playing that one off the ground.
6:03 clock running in the third.
Looks like he's having some equipment issues.
They're going to send him.
They're going to have
call
to
timeout
or speed it up here. Yeah.
And Meisman is coming back. Hurry up, step up to the line. He says, "Let's go." On 2nd and 10.
He's got 5
Better
seconds.
hurry. Gets it off. Steps up, is hit hard, 48-yard line, so a loss of a couple on the play.
What's been really surprising here tonight, the Auburn Trojans have gotten a lot of pressure just using their front four. They have not blitzed a ton. They haven't brought a lot of guys off the edge. The front four, the defensive line for the Auburn Trojans have done a fantastic job here. Trimmingham, Cavish, Thomason, Killiam. We've seen Xander Hancock come in too. These big guys up front have really shown that they need to be talked about a little bit more moving forward.
3rd and 12 for the Pretzels. Meisman dumps it, complete to Bergschneider and stopped at midfield. Another good defensive play by Auburn. Bergschneider thought he might get more out of that, but
number
hit
50,
hard.
Gervasio Macheza. I apologize if I said that wrong, but he came out like a bullet right there and took down Bergschneider as soon as he caught it.
Yes, Marchesa. I checked on it, yes. Big play. So 4th and 10. Pretzels will have to punt. Joey McAfee with punting honors. Pretty good kick, high, long, and Auburn waves it off. It's going to take an Auburn bounce there. Pretzels down it at the 30, so that's where the Trojans will take over on offense. Their next offensive series here. And it's the Woods Basement Systems Fan Cam. Fans are the foundation of the game. Woods Basement Systems, our family serving yours. And there it is, Adam. I saw an somebody wearing an Illinois hoodie there, fighting Illini. And you see, look at the fans there, having a great time. High school football, nothing like it.
Especially week 1.
And back to action here. And not much happening on first play there, scrimmage.
Yeah, Stewart under heavy pressure. Took the sack. I thought he got a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, but.
So it'll be 2nd and 13. 3:30 to go, third quarter. Hand off to Donaldson. He gets a good chunk of yardage back there to the 37-yard line. Close to the 38-yard line.
A final in Athens, Williamsville 27, Athens 12. So big win for the Bullets to start off week 1.
They beat the Warriors pretty handily, it sounds like. Okay. So 3rd and 3. give, and nothing much there. Certainly did not get the first down.
Be interesting.
So what do you do? Yeah.
What Coach Bates does here, if he plays field position or if he's gonna.
It's a long two. Looks like he's gonna punt, doesn't it? Yeah.
You know what? And with the night his defensive's having, pin them deep and let them do their thing because they've done a great job.
Spencer Rikas on to punt. Christian Knox is back to field the punt. About the 35-yard line. No pressure that time. Got a flag on the play.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Auburn because they were definitely not set.
Knox to the 35. Ball pops out. Auburn, boy, 4 Auburn jerseys there. I think Auburn has it. Let's see what the penalty is. But wait, Auburn has the ball. What's the penalty, Adam? Let's see.
The penalty is going to be on Auburn. Again, number 7, Charlie Patterson. He's a guy that other Sangamo teams are going to really have to game plan around. He's having a heck of a night here tonight.
Here's the replay.
Watch him come right in the screen real late and pop this ball out. Boom!
Nice defense there. That's just how you teach it.
Yeah.
It is. You hit helmet on it.
Coach Carlicker doing a great job there with Charlie Patterson.
So, looks like it's all for naught. So 1:58 to go in the third quarter. And still 4th down.
Yeah, just didn't have, I don't think they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage, so they're still moving around back there and had to snap the ball or it would have been a delay of game.
So Rikas stands at his own 20-yard line, ready to punt. Pretzels with some pressure that time. A high kick, not very long, but high. Fair catch called for by Knox, who stepped up, and at the 47-yard line, that's where the Pretzels will take over their next offensive possession. Let's go down the sidelines, check in with Nico Hefflinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I was just over on the New Berlin sideline, and head coach Seth Hill knows that deep ball is there, as you can see from that broadcast. A little bit of miscommunication, a little bit of overthrows, but they also asked, heading into that last 4th and 10, is it about time to go for it? Pending 4th and very long, I'd be surprised if this isn't 4th down territory for the Pretzels, trailing 3 scores late in the third quarter. We'll send it back up to you in the booth.
Thank you, Nico. And it could be very well almost 4 down territory for the Pretzels, trailing 21-0 late in the third. Meisman back to throw, does throw. Complete to Knox at midfield to the 45-yard line. Just shy of the first down, but a good pickup on first down. And the Pretzels haven't had too many of those tonight.
No, and if I'm not mistaken, that is his first downfield throw and catch that he's had. He's had a few swing passes out to some running backs out of the backfield, but that was a big throw. There's a lot of traffic there. Good catch by Knox. This is where they planned on being all night.
2nd and 2 from the 46. .118 go in the third. Meisman. Rose, Knox, 45, 40. Good pickup, and that is a first down. And it's a Casey's General Store first down. So the Pretzels moving the right way right now. 1st and 10, another set of downs at the 40.
Yeah, great job by Knox. Again, we talked to him in the pregame show about him being a playmaker. He did a lot for them last year. Now that he's back, I think they got to lean on him a little bit to get out in space and let him use his speed to maybe make something big happen.
So Meisman, the gun, and the throw, picked off by who else? Number 7. He's got all the daylight down the sidelines. 30, 25, cuts back and will get stopped. I thought he'd make it all the way, but an INT and a good return there for number 7 for Auburn, and he did a good job there. Wow.
Charlie Patterson is having a heck of a night defensively. He's been all over the field. He read Meisman's eyes right there and just stepped right in front of that and almost took it to the distance. Take a look at the replay.
That was...
He followed Meisman the whole way and went over. And, you know, the Pretzels are lucky that wasn't a pick six right there.
I thought he was going to go, so they are lucky.
I think he ran out of gas a little bit.
1st and 10 from the 10. The Trojans trying to get a play called in.
Didn't have enough.
Parker Thompson coming out.
Receivers there on the
Comes
field.
into the game, I should say. Comes off the sidelines. Back to throw. Nope. Keep it in trouble. Tries to get away, and the Pretzels come up with a big play there. Loss of about 7 on the play. So Stewart couldn't, nothing doing there.
Nothing doing.
No chance.
Play action pass, he didn't even really have a chance to get out and look to see what was downfield because of all the pressure in his face. I do think there was a little miscommunication route-wise as well.
So time runs out here in the 3rd quarter from Auburn, and of course I'll let you know Auburn made it into the red zone, the Carpenters 270 red zone. Carpenters local 270. So it'll be 2nd and 16 when we start the 4th quarter here, Adam. Look at that. And we're going to take a short break. Back with the 4th quarter from Auburn. Just a minute. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW 23. Don't go away. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson and Doug Opperman helping us out. Doing a great job with stats tonight. 4th quarter action underway here in Auburn. They lead 21-0, and they want more, and they're trying to get more there. And there's a good run. Stopped. Is he in? He's in.
He's in.
Touchdown, just like that. First play of the 4th quarter, and somebody different this time. Cole Donaldson, 27-0 Auburn, and that's another $50 donation because Young Security is our touchdown sponsor, and they're going to give it to the First Step Women's Center, this week's charity.
Great job by Donaldson on the past few drives. He's gotten a little too tired there before they got close to the end zone, so he's come out, but he wanted that one, and he gave it a 2nd and 3rd effort and got in the end zone. Great job by the Trojans.
16-yard run there for 6. Spencer Rikus, the point after. It's up, and it is good. So 28-0, Auburn in control here in the 4th quarter. 11:52. And here's the replay, Adam.
Just big hole to run through. Gave it a little cutback, but then the effort right here to stretch and get that ball in the end zone. Great job by Donaldson.
It really was. Donaldson, 5'11", 155-pound senior, and there's Dave Bates.
I think he figured it out here in the 2nd half.
Yes, as he told Nico right before halftime, right at halftime, that they go figure it out. We've been there, done that, right? A few times, Dave Bates. Does a great job. You see Coach Carlicker there on the sidelines as well. So 28-0, and wow, just like that. Trojans just putting it on here in the 2nd half.
The big interception by Patterson that killed a lot of the momentum that the Pretzels had going for them, and then they come right back and score. It's huge.
Who's ready to solve a mystery? Nancy Drew premieres Wednesday, October 9 on CW 23. Nancy Drew, Wednesdays this fall on CW 23. We have another score, Adam.
Update
from
Pleasant Plains, 18, Portage 16. Plains and Athens will be our game, next weekend here on Friday Night Rivals.
Is that a final?
Not a final.
Not a final.
Yet.
Okay, 18-16.
That is deep in the 2nd half. Also, Springfield High up 31-12 now in MacArthur in the 4th quarter.
Wow, amazed. Pretzels with the return there. Hit hard is Mason Oswald for Berlin. Pretzels down 28-0. And so next week we're Pleasant Plains. Been there a few times.
Yep.
And should be a good matchup.
Great place to watch a football game.
We want to congratulate the Auburn volleyball girls on their 3-1 start.
11:46 to go here, 4th quarter. Boy, if you're the Pretzels, you just want to get something going.
And Tuesday versus Pleasant Plains here in Auburn.
trailing 28-0. Meisman, the give there, just nothing going. Hard to get anything going for the Pretzels on the ground.
Yeah, up front.
It's just been that kind of night.
Up front, and a lot of blue jerseys in the backfield. Once the Pretzels are running, really doing anything here tonight. Up front has really been the calling card for the Trojans. You know, the Pretzels had a lot of guys coming back. I know it's a little bit different offensive system. They've made some adjustments, but it has been a lot of Auburn here tonight on defense.
2nd and 8 from the 26 for Joey Meisman. His first game. Drops the ball. Wisely just recovers the loose ball. Frustrating, I'm sure, for him tonight.
Yeah, just took his eyes off the snap there just for a split second.
You see the frustration shaking his head there.
You know,
3rd and 8.
When you see stuff like that happen, I always think back to the movie or the Replacements with Keanu Reeves. He talks about quicksand, and it was a very smart thing for a movie to come out with, because what he said was true. A lot of times you get in a game or anything, and one bad thing happens, and then another, and then another, and then you feel like you're in over your head.
On 3rd and 16, pass complete from Meisman to Knox.
Knox on the reception.
Not going to be enough.
You know, Nico talked about it a little bit ago. I would imagine you're going to see the Pretzels here go for it on 4th down. I think you got to do something, even though you are deep in Trojan territory.
4th and 7.
Looks like a punt unit is coming out on the field, but you got to be careful too.
What are you saying, Adam? They might pull a fake here?
You could. I mean, you got to get some momentum. You got to get some life back in your sideline.
4th and 7, McAfee. He does punt. Oh, line drive, and
that's going to help with a return for the Trojans.
50, cross midfield, the boys.
He's got a lot of room again.
On the sideline, 30, 25, 20. Tries to cut back, still on his feet. Took a lot to bring him down. And he's inside the 20, so a heck of a return there. And Auburn, just like that, is in the red zone. That's the Carpenters Local 270 red zone. Our red zone sponsor this year. So look at this effort.
Again, a low quick kick like that really helps out a return, because your guys aren't down the field to cover it.
So 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line of New Berlin. The Trojans looking to add to that lead. 1st down, there's the handoff to Donaldson. He protected that ball pretty well. I like the way he hangs on to that ball.
Yeah, they definitely have to be cognizant of that now, because you know New Berlin's looking for a turnover. So with a 28-0 lead, really just need to be safe and not try to do a little too much to have that ball pop out.
Stewart from the gun. Give to Donaldson, right side, goes wide. Got some room, breaks a tackle, gonna go around, and he's gonna get in. Or is he? Just short.
They're gonna say he stepped out there on the 1.
Just short. But they will have another opportunity to score here. Trojans will. And that is a 1st down. And that is a Sky Zone 1st down. There are one of our 1st down sponsors this year. So 1st and goal from the 1. Donaldson tries to get in.
They're going to
I
mark
don't
him.
think he did. Did he? No.
No, they're going to mark him short. It's on the half-inch line.
Bring up 2nd and goal. Maybe if that breeze would pick up, that'll blow him in a little bit, but just short of the end zone. 8:53 here to go in the 4th.
Got some bigger bodies coming in the game here. would expect a special formation here.
Xander Hancock, 6 foot 270 junior, just came in.
And they got some
2nd and goal.
Some added beef in there on offense.
There's the give to Donaldson, and I think he got in. He did get in. Touchdown, Auburn. That's another Young Security touchdown, and they donated another $50 to this week's charity, the First Step Women's Center, courtesy of Young Security. So 34-0 Auburn.
Yeah, nothing crazy there. Just a simple straight-ahead ISO play for the Trojans to get in. Great job trying to close this one out and put the pretzels behind them.
Spencer Rikus, the sophomore, kicker, punter, extra point. Man, he does it all. Touched another extra point. Right down the middle. 35-0 Auburn. So the Trojans in control here of the pretzels. And we're going to take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more fourth quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Pray Heart Institute. 8:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. Auburn, the home team, in control. They lead New Berlin 35-0. 28 points here in the second half for Auburn, and still 8.5 to go. Spencer Rikus with the kick. Fielded at the 15 by Knox. Goes to the left side, breaks a tackle, and nice return to the 35-yard line. That's where the Pretzels will start their next offensive possession.
Knox has had a good job returning kicks here tonight. That's been one bright spot here for the Pretzels.
And it looks like another player down cramp. You see that first week, don't you, quite a bit sometimes?
Yep. It's just a different tempo than you're used to seeing in practice. And no matter how well you prepare for it, it's going to happen. Update down the road on Route 4. Monroe is up 26-18. 8 minutes left to go against North Mac in that game.
Good game there. 35-0 Auburn. 1st and 10 on the 34. Meisman looks to throw, does throw across the middle. Oh, dropped. Couldn't quite hang on to it. The 10 receiver was Jackson Smith. Making 2nd and 10.
You know, they, again, had some open receivers here that just can't quite make the connection here.
And, of course, we'll have a Orthopedic Center of Illinois Player of the Game after the game, and there's some good candidates for that. 2nd and 10. Meisman from the gun. Looks to throw. Does throw. Complete this time. He hangs on to Jackson Smith. Good for a first down to the 47-yard line.
Good catch and run there by Jackson Smith. Redeemed himself after the missed catch on the first down.
And that is a Carpenter's Local 270. First down. Check that. Sky Zone. Sorry about that. Sky Zone first down.
It's week 1.
Yes, it is week 1. Gave the Carpenter's Local a little extra publicity there. But thanks to Sky Zone, one of our first down sponsors this season. Friday Night Rivals. 1st and 10 from the 47. Meisman has time, goes deep, got a man open, overthrew him. Thought he might get in there. Zack Ruler, intended receiver.
You know, Brewer paused for a second, thinking maybe that the ball wasn't coming his way, and then it came out of Meisman's hand. He might have been able to catch that one had he kept running.
So Pretzels trying to air it out a little bit here to get something to get on the board. 2nd and 10 from the 47.
It is a final. Maroa did win 26-18 over North Mac.
All right, Meisman has time, goes across the middle, overthrows his man. 10 receiver. Just could not. Will Cummings couldn't get it.
He's been high on a lot of his throws tonight. Again, maybe a little nervous, a little excited. but just needs to relax. He's going to look at the film. I'm sure he's going to take a lot from it. And just got to learn, get better for week 2.
And Sacred Heart Griffin, with 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the fourth, 52-20, they lead Normal U-High. Meisman spins, throws, complete. Nice grab there. Hauls it down at the 40-yard line. And a good catch there. Jackson Smith, yeah. And they'll move the change. That is a Sky Zone first down.
Great job by Smith to go up there and get it, and took a hit too. Wasn't an easy grab.
It's a good catch. So 1st and 10 from the 40. The Pretzels trying to get something going. Sacred Heart Griffin, like I said, in control of their game with 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes to go in the fourth. 52-20 over Normal U-High. 7:21 clock running here in the fourth. Meisman throws, going for it. Oh, got a man. Oh, drops it. Christian Knox. Oh, and he is upset with himself. That was 6 points. Been that kind of night for New Berlin.
You know, we can all sit here and look at that. And to be that open and out there by yourself, you're on an island, and that ball looks as small as a pea as it's coming down. And it is an easy thing, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way.
Tough break there for the Pretzels. So 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the 40. That was a certain touchdown.
Just got to shake that one off now and come back and try to make another play.
Have a short memory, right? So Meisman tries to dump it, just a little too much to Pierce Bergschneider, who had no chance to get that one.
Yeah, got in a bit of a hurry there, and I think he threw that one quicker than anticipated, especially Bergschneider. I think we hadn't turned around yet to look for the ball.
And Meisman will get better. This is great experience, great opportunity for him. And first week of the season and first start for him. He'll only get better.
Absolutely.
7:05 to go, 3rd and 10. Meisman fakes, right, goes left, in and out of the hands. Pierce Bergschneider had it. Just couldn't want to run before. I think he had it.
Yep, and they had a screen. They had screen set up perfectly. The defensive line had bid on the fake, and he had some guys out in front of him. Just can't make that big connection.
So 4th and 10, the Pretzels will go for it, trailing 35-0. Meisman gets rid of it, long and push.
A little bit of
could have been offensive interference there, but incomplete any way you look at it. The intended receiver was Will Cummings, and thought he pushed off there for a second, but didn't catch it anyway. So Auburn will take over on downs, leading 35-0 with 6:54 to go in the ball game. So that'll be a big game next week. Pleasant Plains.
Pleasant Plains, Athens. Plains had a
Up
2-point
by a
lead, so it could be and then an Athens team looking for their first win of the year. I'm sure they're going to be pretty hungry.
No doubt about it. Auburn, a little bit of confusion maybe.
About 15 seconds.
Now they've got enough players. I thought maybe I was going to have to suit up for a play. They don't want that. Not eligible. Not eligible. All right. The handoff. Got some new players coming in for Auburn. They're up a big lead. This time the carry goes to Kalik Edwards, the 6'1", 225-pound sophomore. So
that is a big sophomore.
That is a big sophomore. As the Trojans mix it up. Get some other players some playing time. 2nd and 4. Oh, hit hard, and Michael Ent on the play. The 5'8", 160-pound senior with the carry. So again, the Trojans mixing it up here with getting some other players a chance to
Again, on
play
that play,
a little more.
77, Braddock Bearden, just a freshman. I think he's going to have a pretty bright future here for the Pretzels. Yeah, I wouldn't expect the Trojans to be in a big hurry to do anything here tonight, as this one winds down.
And clock running. Our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. Plaques and trophies this season provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Right, be sure to stop by and visit them. So 4th and 5, the Trojans in punt formation. Inside of 5 minutes. Pretty good kick there, and fair catch called for and made by Knox at the 32-yard line. And we're going to take a break. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Back with fourth quarter action in just a minute. Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson, Doug Opperman, and the crew here in Auburn. 4:53 to go, fourth quarter, and the Trojans in control, 35-0. New Berlin with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 32. Meisman throws complete. There's a first down and then some, and just short of midfield after the reception is Will Cummings, and they'll move the chains, and that is a Sky Zone first down for the Pretzels.
Good job by Meisman there with the pressure to get that ball out. Get a big first down right here for the Pretzels.
And now you're looking to build some confidence.
Yep, you got to start thinking about week two and building some. You can build momentum out of this game. It hasn't gone the way you anticipated or want, but you can still work for week two.
It is a sprint, but you've got 8 more games after this one. So timeout. Pretzels officially for Auburn took it.
The Trojans. I could hear Coach Carlicker from up here in the booth yelling timeout. He was not happy about something.
And Sacred Heart Griffin really putting it to normal U-High, 59-21 with 39 seconds to go in the game.
GCMS came back down 8-7 at halftime, ended up winning 32-8 over PBL. The biggest surprise of the night is Springfield High is up 43-12 on Decatur MacArthur. I knew that would be a very good game. I did not anticipate it being that kind of dominance by the Senators.
I certainly didn't either. So it will be an interesting year in the Central State 8. No doubt. Rochester, Chatham-Glenwood, Springfield High, MacArthur gets beat. It's
next time. But then, there's a little town of Rochester.
Yeah, that's
that last check, they were up 56-12 over Southeast. So it is going to be an interesting year, though, in the Central State 8. I think we could see some parity.
1st and 10 from the 49. Meisman. Wanting to throw and running to 3, maybe 4 Trojan defenders. Look at that, a lot of big players there.
A lot of blue jerseys, wow. But again, great coverage by the Trojans downfield. He had nowhere to go with that football, so he had to bring it down and to be afraid to maybe throw an interception.
So 4:08 clock running here in the fourth. In case you just joined us, it's been all Auburn here in the second half. Trojans get back. Meisman, 2nd and long. It's going to go long. He's got a man. Is it picked off? Who got it? Oh, wait.
A little fight for the ball. No, incomplete.
Okay, nobody got it. It bounced around. I thought it was going to be like that play we had last year, Adam. An incredible catch. So incomplete. Bottom line is nobody caught it.
I think ESPN there, but that was a big fight for the ball there.
Wasn't sure if the Trojans had it or the Pretzels had it there.
I'm not sure they even knew out there either.
Good call by the officials because the official was right there. Here's the replay on that. Take a look.
Take a look.
I got it. You got it. No. And then back and forth a couple of times.
You know what,
that was a crazy play.
Honestly, I think Christian Knox caught the football, but he tried to put it up and show people that he caught it, and that's what cost him. The Auburn defender just kept trying to knock it out of his hands, and that's exactly what happened.
Meisman keeps it, cross midfield, 45-40, still in bounds, and brought down about at the 34-yard line, out of bounds. So they'll move the change. It's a Sky Zone first down for Meisman, so make something happen there. Check out this play.
Yeah, good run by Meisman. Just tucked it, didn't see anything, fought off a tackle right there. And
nice cutback there to stay in bounds for 4 or 5 more yards.
Maybe he's been at Sky Zone on those trampolines.
Something like that. Sky Zone first down for the Pretzels. 3:36 to go. The Pretzels do not want to be shut out on the first week of the football season. 3 receivers left. Meisman's looking that way. Now he steps up and he is run down hard.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot he's been able to do.
That was Kalik Edwards again.
To get the ball downfield because he's had a lot of blue jerseys right in his face, and it's been tough sledding for Meisman tonight.
2nd and 12, 3:11 to go.
By 62, Eden Sarmiento brings up 2nd and ball.
Let's see what Meisman does. Empty backfield, no surprise there. Meisman looks left all the way. In and out of the hands, intended receiver was Bergschneider. Just couldn't quite make it happen.
Too high, again, kind of the story of the night here for Meisman. When he's missed high. So he can look at film and work on that this week as he moves into week 2 against the Maroa Forsyth Trojans.
3rd and 12. Bergschneider in the backfield. Meisman looks to throw. Goes left. Got to complete the Knox. Trying to get the first down, and I think he got it.
I think they're going to say he stepped out of bounds about a yard and a half short.
Meisman's pass is complete to Christian Knox.
Good play there.
Yeah, I think they're going to say
Knox.
I think he stepped on the line over there and stepped out of bounds. So
we'll bring up 4th down and actually a couple. So carry to give, and Longtha gets the first down there. So they'll move the chains. Another Sky Zone first down. The Pretzels move the chains. Luke Longtha goes to the sidelines. No, he's going to come back in. He'll stay in. 2:34 to go in the game. 35-0 Auburn. The Pretzels trying desperately. They want to get on the scoreboard. Ball on the 21. Meisman looks right, looks left. Got a man in the end zone. And he caught it, did he not? Yes.
He did.
Nice reception there. Touchdown. The Pretzels get on the board. Luke Longtha. And that's a Young Security touchdown. And courtesy of them, they will donate another $50 to this week's charity, the First Step Women's Center. So 35-6, no shutout tonight, Adam.
No shutout tonight. I'm sure Dave Bates is going to be a little upset about that. That's something you always look forward to. But great job by the Pretzels. They have not given up all night. Again, we talked about you got to move and use this momentum into week 2.
Pretzels will attempt the extra point, and kick is up, and it is no good. kick attempt by Greg Zellers, and so 35-6 with 2:13 to go. And I tell you, that was a good catch by Longfield. That was not easy. He went up and got it over defender. It was a good play. So the Pretzels get on the scoreboard. 2:13 to go. And again, we'll have a player of the game. After the game, Nico Hefflinger will have that for us. Pleasant Plains.
Pleasant Plains. We just heard the score here in the stadium. Got beat by
tonight.
Petersburg Porta. Porta, you know, lose their head coach and Josh Pritchard, and lost the all-everything quarterback Von Toyne. Pleasant Plains did lose quite a bit too, but brought back Brendan Flanagan. I knew that was going to be a tight one to watch, but now you got 2 0-1 teams for Friday Night Rivals Week 2 looking for win number 1. Great job for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, congratulations, Porta. Trying to turn things around there. So the Auburn faithful, they're having a good time.
A lot of fathead decorations here tonight.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
I was looking to see if you were one of them up there. No. Mom didn't do that
I think Mom
tonight.
was busy tonight.
Okay. We want to see her before the season's over. I'm sure we will, right?
I'm sure we will.
Okay.
I'm sure we will.
We want to do that. We want to see her. Your dad was here tonight, or he's here tonight. So
yeah, he came over to check it out.
You're well represented. 35-6. The Pretzels will kick off. Greg Zellers with the kick. Good kick. And up the middle.
He's got him.
He's just got plenty of room there. Oh, he might go. He's got some room. Going to cut back. Wow, Hunter Rhodes. Check that back, Donaldson. Sorry about that. Donaldson.
He had a lot of room.
Good cuts tonight. That was a good run.
Had a lot of room, and if it wasn't for that tackle right there that slowed him down, he could have been off to the races. A good cutback right there to get a little bit more. A lot of big special teams plays here tonight.
We have seen that indeed. So 2:02 to go, and it's all pretty much academic now. So ball on the 45-yard line. There's the carry. The big man gets in the carry. That's Kalik Edwards.
A lot of big underclassmen here in this game here tonight. The future is bright for both of these programs.
Make it 2nd and 7, and Dave Bates, synonymous with Auburn. Great coach and a great man.
Yeah, I always think back to just how lucky we are in the Central Illinois area with some of the just Hall of Fame and other outstanding coaches that are in this area. It's unbelievable.
And there's Kalik Edwards down to the 39-yard line. Maybe another play or two in this one.
So this will be his 241st.
241st win at Auburn, 245th overall. He's one of the best.
I think we know who is number 1 in that category, too.
We do, don't we? Ken Leonard. That game last year, Sacred Heart Griffin Rochester, father versus son, and the Trojans will probably take a knee here, it looks like. And they do.
Don't have to run another play, so.
And the Trojans will be victorious here in week 1. Time winds down and we run out, so Auburn gets victory number 1, 1-0. New Berlin drops their opener. And the final is from Auburn is 35-6 as the players line up to shake hands. Opening night of high school football.
We had a good one here tonight.
We did. And don't forget the player of the game is coming up, and shortly. Nico Heffinger will have that for us. And, of course, the presentation of the Cefcu Friday Night Rivals
And it's
trophy.
a new trophy this year.
So,
nobody's
it's
gotten eyes on it yet except us. But
we saw it. All right, we're going to take a short break. Back with the post game. Just a minute. You're watching Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, CW23. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Auburn. The Trojans have just won their opener, 35-6, against the New Berlin Pretzels. And tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Orthopedic Center of Illinois, is none other than
Colin Dubose, number 5 for the Trojans, had 3 touchdowns tonight. He ran the ball, he caught the ball, he returned kicks. He kind of did it all for the Trojans. He had a great game. It really was also a great team effort by the Trojan defense. If we could give out a side of the ball trophy, it would go to the Trojan defense tonight because they played an absolutely stellar game. Take a look at a few of his highlights here. This was a big time run.
That was impressive. Cuts back there and makes the end zone. So Colin DuBois, congratulations. He's the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game for the Auburn Trojans. And now we'll go down to Nico Heffinger. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the Auburn Trojans. I got the Cefcu Champions Trophy presented to none other than running back Colin DuBois. Colin, huge run to start that second half. Was that kind of that game-changing play that you guys needed?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We had some good blocks up front. They made it easy for me tonight. We also had Cole Donaldson rushing very good back there, and it was easy for us back because our line played a hell of a game.
What did you guys talk about at the half to make a play like that happen? I mean, it was very early in the going.
We were moving the ball. We just weren't finishing drives, and we just started kicking it into gear and finishing drives.
All right, congratulations, Colin. All right, now we are going to present our trophy to head coach Dave Bates, and a big win tonight as we've got the Cefcu Friday Night Rivals trophy. Coach Bates, congratulations on the W.
Yeah. Congratulations to Dave Bates and the Auburn Trojans. Well deserved. They pick up the Cefcu Champions Trophy tonight. And congratulations again to Colin DuBois for being the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game. And that's an impressive trophy, and the Trojans with an impressive victory tonight.
They were impressed. You know, he mentioned Cole Donaldson, who also had an outstanding night. He had over 100 yards rushing too. Charlie Patterson on the defensive ball, we called his name a few times as well. But great job by Coach Bates and the Trojans. And we're on to week 2, Paul.
That's right. So next week, Cefcu Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute, brings you week 2. We'll head to Pleasant Plains as the Cardinals take on the Athens Warriors. That's next Friday night, starting at 7 o'clock right here on CW23. Don't forget the preview show, Game Fuel preview show at 6:30 to 7 on CW23 as well. And it was a good night, beautiful night for high school football, and a good game. Congrats to Auburn and to the Pretzels as well. A well-played game, and it was fun, Adam. So we'll be back next week for week 2.
Happy Labor Day to everybody out there.
All right, be safe. Thanks, everybody. Good night.